Today, box truck installation begins. Alright, so the previous setup of whoever had the box truck before had screws, if you remember, in the walls to hold up some plywood, and some of those screws broke off. So what I'm gonna have to do is take my oscillating tool, my buzz, and cut the ones behind that are protruding out because I can't slide the insulation foam board in between. That's gone, so now I'll cut another foam board down to put in there. One sheet down, 400 more to go. Not really, but a lot. So let's go ahead and explain the reason to my madness. What I plan on doing is all the foam boards running north and south. There will be, once they're in, there's gonna be about a 1/4 inch gap. What we'll do is do a furring strip across so we can tie up the walls. Now with this, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do another layer of 1 inch foam board, but all the foam board's gonna run east and west. So we can cross hatch this and hopefully have the best insulation possible. So I grabbed a piece that I've already cut off on the bottom because the box truck is only 7 foot tall, not 8. So I have to take a foot off each one of them. But this is the idea. We'll cross hatch this way and this board will run east and west. And I will put spray foam insulation between these, put the board up so the spray foam can expand behind it. We'll have some really good insulation. Save all your scraps. You never know what you'll use them for. For example, I haven't taken down the garage door yet. However, I'm able to put a 1 foot piece behind here so I can go and insulate around the garage door without having to take the garage door off. It got a little hot, so I had to take off the sweatshirt. So now I'm breaking out the grinder, and what I'm gonna do is grind off the door frame, just this front portion, so the door can still remain operational until I'm ready to frame the back. But I need to get this off here so I can go ahead and get this portion of the wall that's already done with foam board ready to put in furring strips running east and west, so that way I can get spray foam in there and go ahead and layer up layer number 2 of foam board and get plywood up for the wall, so then I can get the mini split installed. So that will make this build a whole lot easier to do with the heat that's taking place. Next, I went around and sealed all the seams and gaps with foil tape. The goal here is to eliminate as many air drafts as possible and keep the outside air from sneaking into the box. It also creates a continuous barrier across the walls, helping the insulation work more efficiently and making the space easier to heat and cool. I made sure to press the tape firmly into every corner and along every seam. It's a small detail, but it should make a noticeable difference once the build is finished. It's kind of hard doing this with one person, but we'll get her done. Next, I installed furring strips to give me a solid mounting point for the finished walls and cabinets. There was about a 1/4 inch gap around the framing, so I filled that space with expanding spray foam to help seal it and prevent air movement. Then I installed the next foam board running east to west and started sealing all the seams with foil tape again. The tape helps create a continuous air barrier, reducing drafts and allowing the insulation to work more efficiently. After that, I cut 1/2 inch plywood down to 7 feet and mounted it directly to the furring strips. This creates a strong, secure mounting surface. The fit was extremely tight, so I had to carefully hammer the panels into position. If you need to do this, please use a piece of scrap wood between your hammer and the plywood. That barrier spreads out the impact and protects the finished face from dents, scratch, and other damages. First wall completed. It only took all day. Next, I installed the second piece of plywood to prepare for the TURBRO mini split head unit. I used scrap wood to tap it into place and then secured it into the furring strip with screws. Done for today. Oh no, I got 3 more. Oh, son of a gun. 3 more screws. 3. And then I'm done for today. It's hot. I'm sweating. Sweat's hitting my eyes and burning. Hold on a second. Whew. Had about 16 of these today, which is a lot of water. But man, it's been needed. Set up a little table. Got all organized, got my stuff together. We have 1 more piece of plywood. However, I'll have to, it's not a tomorrow activity. AC's tomorrow activity, but it will go here. And I've got to figure out how I'm going to notch this out for the build. But 3 more screws and then I'm calling it a day. AC starts tomorrow. I'm ready, clearly. It's hot. Even the sun says, whew.